edge looking on the backside, and I got all new country to glass. We already saw bull number 8 this morning, another one beamed bull. So this bull had a six on one side and nothing on the other, and on his right. And then that's the second bull we've seen. The other bull, he had 6 on his left and just a little nub on right. Must be a genetic thing. So I'm gonna hopefully phone scope and find some bulls and see what we can go after. Let's find a shooter.
So I've been sitting here glassing. All I've really turned up is like a 3-point bull elk way off in this burn. And then I just got some service, and Dan texted me that he saw just a 5-point so far. So it's a lot of country to look over, and not a whole lot of elk that we're seeing as far as like them in the morning. I don't know if they like to hang out in the juniper or what, but kind of seems like they're not in the open high areas like we want them to be, so we'll see how it goes.
We owe it to ourselves to go check water.
Yeah.
We gotta check those other water sources.
You want to drop down into that second and third?
Drop down to the second and third. Delano, Guzzler, the both.
West and east, yeah.
Potentially, if I had enough gas, I would.
Okay.
I don't think we have enough gas in the wheeler. Opening day, we got to a little bit of a new area, but still the same general area, kind of based off this water source. We saw another 6-point bull. Didn't get on video, but he's 6 by nothing on his right side. So now we're wondering if this is just a genetic thing over here. Mature 6.2. So Jacob glassed 3 spikes. I glassed up a 5-point. Could see almost 5 miles and almost 180 degree, so visibility is awesome. The elk appear to be brown instead of golden for whatever reason over here, so they're pretty easy to pick out. Right now, a little discouraged after a day and a half of scouting this area, and then opening morning. There's not a lot of hunting pressure, which is good. Wouldn't expect there to be much, but where we set the ground blind up, it's just no water. I think the water's dry. It's gone dry, so we're gonna go check a couple other guzzlers and see what they're looking like. But I still want to key off water. I think the elk are gonna be within 3 miles of water, so maybe a little further. But from what we could tell, this place was loaded in elk sign, and we're not seeing the elk anymore. And that guzzler's dry, so we got some other areas to check out. We might have to move camp, but we're just gonna adapt and overcome. Evening of day one. Ridden the four-wheeler 60 miles, driven the truck 60 miles, moved camp for the third time. Finally found a good watering hole. Before we put a blind up, we're gonna glass it first. And so with the wind blowing, we're kind of having to make a circle, which is fine. But I think we're gonna see some elk, which is awesome. So we're gonna walk up this ridge and get in a position and just kind of glass this one water hole before we decide. The elk sign's tremendous, and we found another water hole, but somebody was on it, and it had rubs and good elk sign and great country. So hopefully moving our camp was the right call. Okay, still on day one. This day just never ends. We glassed up 4 bulls tonight, and a couple of side-by-sides came up the ridge and spooked them. One bull was over 300, he was nice, and then probably 3 5-points with him, but they split up. I guess a couple of spikes went over. We talked to a guy who drove down here while we were setting that ground blind up and told us he had one right over here and asked us not to come in that way, which is the way we came in. So we're gonna go the long way because we're nice. And he also said, now this is public land lies, that his daughter's been sitting it mornings and evenings, and they've already passed on 6 points and 1 6x7, and they're between 340 and 360. There's a 6x7 we're not passing. Day one is still happening. It's been a long day, a lot of travel. To summarize it, we probably rode about a 12-mile loop this morning. Jacob glassed up a couple bulls. I glassed up a bull. Didn't like the spot, a lot of hunting pressure, so we pieced out. We checked out, we did a 30-mile loop, found this wallow, drove back to camp, grabbed everything, drove to town, got 15 gallons of gas, gassed up the generator, my truck, and then got some beer, and then drove all the way to this new spot, which we're still a long ways from, unfortunately. We should have gone the other road, but we're here, and we've seen elk, and I think we're gonna do an all-day sit tomorrow and just see what that feels like. Sounds horrible. So Jacob and I are gonna be bonding we'll be bonding tomorrow. So cheers to tomorrow.